We are live, baby. Welcome to the Slay and Chill Network NFL Draft Party 2022. I got I got the network with me. I got Matt from Matty Matt Talks and Sam and Matt Talks, repping Cleveland Browns. And I got my guy Aaron Kendricks, repping the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my goodness. I'm repping the Kings today. Y'all make me go put my jersey on real quick, man. Goodness gracious. But I know, are y'all excited about this as I am, man? I mean, I know my pick ain't to the end of the draft, so we get to see a lot of other people win. So, talk to me, man. What's up?
Man, I'm definitely hyped. Only thing is, we ain't got nobody that's picking that right now. Um, like we ain't got no picks till tomorrow. But like I've been telling everybody else, day one is going to decide a whole lot that's going to happen day two, and I think that's one of the things that people overlook with day two is that day two that's where you find your gems. That's where you're gonna find all the athletes that are gonna be hungrier because they didn't get picked in the first round. Um, But I'll say even for this draft, well, day today is gonna decide who's gonna get picked. I mean, who's gonna get traded. Um, like Baker. We're gonna find out if Debo actually gets traded today. Um, AJ Brown they've been talking about a whole lot of people. So I'm definitely excited to see who gets drafted where and where else. I know for my Browns, we trying to we trying to get rid of Baker because we got our QB one, so we trying to figure out who gonna be in need of a QB. That's all we waiting for right now. So I'm hyped.
I got you. Chime in. Go ahead and talk to us for the Cowboys fans, man. Go ahead and rep them. Talk to us.
As far as my team specifically, it's going to be interesting to see if we actually use our draft pick or if we use it to either slide up or slide down. We'll see how that shakes out because, Dallas likes to shake things up on draft day. They don't always just go with the pick that they're given. So we'll see how that goes down. If we actually use it, though, at the 24, it'll be interesting to see if we use it on offense or defense. If one of them dudes that's predicted to go high up ends up falling, we ain't gonna be scared to pick one of them up. But there's a couple players that I got my eye on, so we'll see what ends up happening. But like Matt was saying, those trades today, that's really what I've been having my eye on is what teams are going to be looking to either slide up or down, and then using these draft picks to obtain superstars or just real good players, real solid players that have already proven themselves in the league. So we'll see what happens here today.
Nope.
Okay. So we're gonna do a lot of watching on this episode, y'all.
A whole lot of watching.
A whole lot of watching and observing everybody else do what they do. So we're gonna sit back, just chill. If I wasn't on daddy duties right now, I'll be sparking up for y'all. But the way things are set up on this episode, we just gonna chill out and vibe, man. I'm excited. The Chiefs got 12 picks off in this draft, same amount as the Jacksonville Jaguars, who picked first. So I'm looking forward to see how they use these picks to actually make, with the loss of Tyreek Hill, and see what we could get with that. What they can manage with those 5 picks. They already brought Juju in. They brought in Marquez. What's his name? Valdez Scanlon, I'm thinking that's it is. Vasquez Scanlon. I don't want to butcher his name. So we can see they've replaced one receiver, 2 already. And now we get to see what they do with those picks. I hope that they get us defense. Let's get a defense, baby. Let's get a defense, man. Like they did re-sign Honey Badger. I don't know. Did he sign somewhere yet?
Nope. Bro, and that's the thing. Like this draft is gonna decide a whole lot. Because everybody in free agency waiting. They waiting.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting back like what they gonna do with that. And then I would like for them to get, if they could snag another receiver, that'd be dope. But I really want us to get a running back. Like nothing against the guys we have, but I just feel like we need a bigger running back, like an every down back, somebody that can get up the middle. to give us a different dynamic. Everybody know how great of a playmaker, sidearm slinging Pat Mahomes do, but we actually want to see us be able to be because like I say, with the loss of Tyreek, it's literally gonna make us a more balanced team.
Yeah.
So see if they could capitalize and snatch up some real good assets with, like I say, 12 total, but we got 5 from the Tyreek Hill alone trade. So I'm just looking forward to see how that happens out, how that works out for us. Because it's not like we rebuilding like that, but goodness gracious, 12 picks, we're gonna see.
Man. And y'all got back-to-back first-round picks too? For the Chiefs, I'm like, that's a cheat. That's a cheat.
Like I said, I just got to sit back and chill to the end of the draft, baby. So I get to sit back and watch everybody else win. So, but everything is doing good my way, though, man. Besides that, man, what do you think y'all biggest need is, Matt? The number one, like, whenever y'all do get to pick. The Browns, that is.
Man, our biggest needs are receiver, edge, or a D tackle. But I think with I think with receiver, we don't have to force getting a good receiver at 44 because we have Deshaun Watson. If we had Baker, then we would have to force to get a decent quarterback, a decent receiver, just because with Baker doesn't know how to utilize his weapons. Deshaun Watson does, and that's what makes him elite. But I feel like if we can get, because a lot of people have been talking about how a cat from Michigan, the edge, is dropping. Before he was a top 5, top 10 pick because of his injury, is making him slide down. So if he can slide down to us, I said we pull the trigger and get him. But if he doesn't, I feel like we can get Perion Winfrey from OU at D tackle. Or if we can get a decent receiver, get George Pickens at 44, which is nice. But a receiver, edge, and a D tackle, I think our top needs right now.
Okay. You see your boy switched it up real quick.
Your boy switched it up quick.
I had to, man. I didn't know. I didn't send out the code on everybody worth some merch, but I definitely didn't follow that. So I'm prepared now, though. I'm just excited, bro. Like I say, and y'all seen the attire I had on at first. I've literally been in coach mode, so I haven't even, you know what I'm saying, like tapped in as much as I should have. I just know we got a lot of picks, man, and I know personally what I see when I'm watching the Chiefs. I'm like I say, last year battling out with the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? We lost that weapon that helped us get that 50-yard touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So how we gonna replace that? It look like they getting started.
You about to get started.
They in Vegas?
They in Vegas, bro.
Oh, they lit. I know they lit. I thank everybody that's tuning in live with us, man. It looks like it's just us right now, man. This is a new platform. I shared it to the Slay and Chill Twitter account too, so we out there on Twitter right now as well. I'm chilling. It's been a good day.
If I'm the Jags, though, I'm picking Hutchinson straight up. I don't care if he's injured.
Honestly, I would too. Either Hutchinson or Kavion Thibodeau. But I mean, he was hurt. But then again, Michael Parsons, he sat out the whole season and he balled out. So it could be the same situation.
It could
Yeah,
be,
because
man.
I remember a few weeks back. A few weeks back, Kayvon Thibodeau, he was like everybody's lock for number one, and then Hutchinson, he became everyone's front runner for number one pick, and then ever since then it's just both of those dudes slid down, so it's gotten real interesting.
Yeah. Like I know they've been talking about Walker, the edge from Georgia. They talk about him being number one. But with him, I don't know. I'm not sold on him like I'm sold on Aiden. So I feel like Aiden is more ready now to do something. But then again, I feel like with Aiden, I think I mean, he somewhat had help because he had um, a Jobo from Michigan. Pat, I was talking about potentially sliding down to us. I think with Walker, I mean, he kind of had the same thing, but I mean, Aiden, 14 sacks in the season in college.
Ice Cube.
Right.
That's that's elite. That's elite in college. That Ice Cube.
I was gonna say they hype. I'm over watching this on Twitter right now, man. We're doing our business, man. Oh man, I'm just excited, man. It's been a great day. I've been waiting on this football to get here. We're gonna do the fantasy football league. I know AK don't do the fantasy football. I think I'm gonna be too big.
Man, I got a question for both of y'all. How do y'all feel about Debo Samuel's situation? Because I've been debating. Like, I understand his side, but on the other side too. It's two conflicted stuff. Like both of them make sense, but it's like when we're talking about football. But that's what I'll get y'all's opinion on that. But what how y'all feel about Debo's situation?
This is the part that I'm in agreement with you about, and you mentioned it in the group chat. What I don't understand is him having a problem with his usage. He's been one of the most used wide receivers in the league. On top of that, he's been one of the more successful wide receivers in the league on a run successful team. How does any of that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, and like now, let's boy. Hey, see that Deshaun Watson, bro? Dog. Hey,
what I say is, I feel like Debo know he know his wealth. He know that I done busted my ass
does.
and y'all paying me $4 million and y'all gonna try to work me just as hard. So it's like, and then y'all didn't do anything to help us out. Like, I don't got an elite quarterback. Like Jimmy G is Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're gonna get with Jimmy G. So I don't know, man. Maybe he calling a bluff, trying to get paid early. In this case, he's definitely worth it. So if not, man, Chiefs, baby, we got a spot, baby. Come on, man. Come on, Debo.
Bro, there's 8 teams with 2 picks in the first round.
29th and the 30th, baby. We finna get that.
That's crazy.
They gonna go defense, offense.
They have to. They gonna do that. But yeah, so back on Debo. I understand now after hearing from different people, like hearing different takes, like he's thinking about, like I agree with Sam. But on the other side of that too, like he's thinking about, okay, you know, we're talking about receiver usage. Like, is him being a receiver and being used as a running back, like that's a wear and tear on his body, and he's thinking longevity. So I understand that, but from like and I think this goes to a debate talking about a fan's point of view. Like as a fan, you thinking, bro, like you're like we see your ability isn't being just a playmaker. But now these players are getting smarter because they're like, man, like I can make plays all day, but how long am I going to be able to make these plays? Because our bodies wear down. We see with Adrian Peterson, by far one of the greatest running backs to ever play the game. But you know, as he got older, and you see, and he's trucking everybody. He runs. He had to fight for his yards like Barry Sanders. And anytime Adrian Peterson fought for 2 yards, watching him fight for 2 yards was amazing. From a fan's point of view, but when we think about what he had to do just to do that, over time it wore him down. And you see, like AP, and obviously him being older, but you just see like it's real. Like you see the reality of wear and tear on the body. Adrian Peterson, obviously, again, because he's older, he's just not the same. But now these players getting smarter. It's like, hey, this wear and tear. Like I want to, like I know I can make the plays, but I want to be what I came here to be, and that's a receiver. And granted, he had 1,400 yards catching, and on 77 receptions. That's stupid. That's crazy stupid. But now I get where he's coming from. Because now he's like, you go back on what Sam said. He's going back like, I got Jimmy G. He's not going to be throwing me like that. Like all of these were made, like all the yards that he got, especially on less than 80 receptions, you know that was all Debo. That was all short yard and everything. Debo made the plays. So now it's like, okay, if Debo and what people talk about with the Jets, if Debo can get to the Jets, like he has a cool receiver, a cool quarterback, and Wilson, which I was high on him last year in the draft. But if he can get there, I think we can see Debo thrive strictly as a receiver. But we gonna see.
I think we could see him thrive there, but at the same time, he needs to get paid if he's going to be there because
I was just about to say, boy, I would hate to go to the Jets,
bro, and that's the thing that money, boy. Hey, I wouldn't either, but unless I'm getting paid like Tyreek, you say, oh, how much? That boy Tyreek.
I'm saying for as much work as he did on the Niners. Yeah. He'll be doing 10 times as much on the Jets, carrying that team on his shoulders.
Yeah. They're going to triple him. That's it. They're going to triple him, bro. They're like, all right, we got you, Debo.
Hey, first pick is in. My bad.
You straight. You are straight. You are good, baby. Let me see. Who's this? The Jets?
Jags.
Jackson's tripping. We were just talking about that.
We're gonna be a second behind y'all on that. I'm on that Grand Canyon internet.
They didn't say it. Did they say that Doug Peterson is head coach of the Jags? I ain't been paying attention to who been hired like that. Doug Peterson, though?
Doug Peterson.
They got him a real head coach. They got him a Super Bowl coach.
Well, they showed me taking a long time to announce who the pick is.
Man.
Oh, back up, baby. Thank you, Princess.
You know ESPN's going to fill all the time gaps that they can.
All the time.
All of them. I'm like, bro, it did not take this long to say a list of names.
But I'm glad I ate before this. I'll be forgetting how long the first round I'll take.
I'll be forgetting how long this crowd be taking, man. Like, goodness gracious, we already at a 20-minute show and we ain't got one pick in.
Man, good deal if you don't hurry and come on.
I really do think we see at least a few trades in this first round.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker.
Hey, they said it.
Georgia boy.
Georgia. But that's a lot of pressure right there. Ooh-wee. Dang, they said he's supposed to be in the top 20, not number 1. Hey, bro. Hey, that's how you know the NFL is crazy. Hey, the expert picks, that don't matter, bro. Expert picks don't matter. Hey, it's what the team want, what they see.
Hey, that part.
Hey, that man just set a record at the NFL draft, bro. Being top 20 to number one. Ooh. I hope he ball out though. I hope he ball out. I feel like Aiden Hudson gonna go number 2.
He got the ticker and scrolling. Jacksonville.
Hey, that boy good. I see you, Sam, boy. Ooh. I see you.
Hey, shit, baby. We talk sports like art and shit, baby. We elevating, baby.
Let's go.
Now I got to get this number 2 in there.
Hey, you gotta be on it now.
I'm trying to get the names. I got to be on it. Who next up picking?
Lions.
The Detroit Lions.
I can almost guarantee it's gonna be Aiden Hutchinson. Almost guaranteed.
It's got to be because they ain't going to pick a quarterback or a safety that high.
No, they can't.
I forgot about Malik. Okay, let's talk about this.
Talk to me.
Who are y'all's top quarterbacks? Or who y'all think is the top quarterback in this draft?
Malik Willis.
I said that easy. Who you got number 2 and 3?
I'll have to say the dude from Pitt.
Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
Who you got, Sam? Who your top 3 quarterbacks? He said it don't matter.
You see the jersey I got on, baby?
All right, as soon as you made that face, I said, all right, it don't matter.
Like, bro, you already know.
Hey, I feel you, bro. Hey,
what's the brother's name? Did y'all name him?
Malik Willis.
Yeah, that brother right there, he's bad man. We gonna do
number
nice
1.
with it.
And easy. He's number 1. I got Malik Willis number 1. I got Matt Corral number 2. I know last year I was talking about like when Baker wasn't doing this thing. I was like, I would not be mad if we got Matt Corral in the draft to replace Baker. But I was like, there's no way Matt Corral's gonna fall to the second round or fall to us in the first round when we had like the 13th pick. I was like, that's not gonna happen. But after all that, after we got again Deshaun Watson, which is still crazy to say and think. But I got him, Malik Willis, Matt Corral, and it's between Kenny Pickett and cat from Cincinnati.
At one point, Matt Corral was putting up crazy numbers, but he didn't stay that consistent.
Yeah. Pick number 2. Yep. Hey, Aiden Hutchinson.
We called it.
Yep.
We called it.
Easy. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to be to the Lions what Myles Garrett is to us. He'll definitely be what Myles Garrett was to us to Detroit. Easy.
Yeah, he could definitely make that much of an impact.
Yeah. Like Aiden is a problem. Should they even said that he's like a more athletic Joey Bosa. I was like, dang, that's a strong comparison.
All right, so for this pick, the Texans, you think they're going to go with the offensive lineman or the defensive lineman?
They need offensive.
You said the Houston?
They need both, though, man.
You said Houston?
Yeah, Houston's on the clock, and they need both offense or defensive linemen, and those are the best dudes on the board. So I was just curious which one you think they're going to go with.
Honestly, I think they might go. Dang, that defense ain't really that strong. But I think they'll either go Derek Stingley at corner, or they'll go Kayvon Thibodeau. Just get the defensive line. But then again, their offensive line is not that strong. So, but I think they got like 2 or 3 picks in the first round, so they might hit on a lot of them. So they can trade up and get somebody.
Well,
Hey,
either that or they could use one of their later picks on an offensive lineman because there are a lot of offensive linemen in this draft.
Oh, really?
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, so you might be right. They might be best off to pick Kayvon.
Yeah. Yeah, Aiden gonna be a problem,
They be taking every little second of their
bro.
clock, boy.
Every
Bro,
second,
come
boy.
on, man.
It's like
Man,
y'all know who y'all want. Stop playing,
for real, man. Y'all been doing this. Been in the books for forever,
bro.
man. Quit
I'm
playing.
Bro,
telling y'all, they're
they've
thinking
been
about if
preparing
they
for
want to
2 weeks.
trade.
Hey, they are. Hey,
They're waiting
They sit
to
back.
hear about
They don't
all the
want
trade
Baker though.
offers before they take that pick.
oh yeah,
Don't nobody want Baker, bro. It's messed up, man.
bro, and that's the thing, dog. Like Baker, and I'm gonna forever say this. I'm gonna forever say this about Baker. One, when we first drafted him, I did not like the pick. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. My who I wanted Josh Allen. You know, people kept talking about how Josh Allen was inaccurate, this and that, and I'm like, but he has a missile of an arm, and he's tall, and he's not afraid to sacrifice his body running. I'm like, that's what you want in a quarterback. Not that you will want your quarterback to throw his body in there, but I mean, if you're gonna be a quarterback, I mean, you gotta be able to do that. So I was like, yeah, when we first drafted him, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. But I didn't hate it because I was like, well, okay, Baker was a Heisman. Okay, maybe they want him to be like the next Brett Favre because of his height, or the next Drew Brees. I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and see. But then we got Denzel Ward at the 4th pick. That was the best pick that we got. Him and Nick Chubb in the 2nd round. Those are by far the best picks that we got. Both of them been to multiple Pro Bowls. Baker came at the same time, never touched a Pro Bowl. I mean, I won't really say it's a knock on him, but I think that just goes to show like Baker, he wasn't cut out to be. I feel like our previous general manager John Dorsey, it was like he was just trying to experiment because he knew he had a whole bunch of picks. So that was the year we had hella picks. We had again back-to-back 4th round of back-to-back 1st round picks. Which I thought we were gonna go a quarterback and then go get Saquon at number 4, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I feel like John Dorsey was trying to just experiment because he knew he had a whole bunch of picks, and he messed up with the 1st pick. That's what happened. But no,
Yeah, that Denzel Ward pick was a gem, though.
bro, it was, bro, it was. But yeah, and again, I'll forever say Baker as a player, Baker is a dog. You know, he got heart. He's just immature, and he's not like. I don't think he makes people around him better. Like he's just not he's not an elite guy. Can he be potentially? But yes, bro.
No, that's all fair points.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Derek Stingley.
Yep. Everybody been talking about it. Everybody been talking about it. Ooh.
They must feel like he's a game-changing corner because Sauce Gardner ain't nothing to play with.
Oh no. And honestly, I think the number one defensive player is neither one of them. I think it's Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. DB wise, I think he's the best DB.
Yeah,
But
I hear you. I knew they weren't going to take a safety at number 3. You know what I mean?
nah.
But I'm kind of surprised at them taking Derek over Sauce Gardner anyway.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, DBs, I said Kyle Hamilton, Sauce, and then Derek. With the Jets on the clock. Who y'all got for this one?
Man, they need so much stuff there, boy. I'm just gonna be sit back and act shocked.
Huh?
I think they're gonna go with the offensive tackle from NC State.
Yeah. I think people been talking about they're trying to move on from Mekhi Becton, the big dude from like 2 years ago, like 6'7", 6'8" tackle. I think they're talking
Right.
about moving on from him. So they might.
They're gonna move him to guard, or
I think they're trying to just move him. Period. Like trade or
okay.
something. Yeah.
Got you. But yeah, they're gonna need somebody to protect Zach Wilson because they don't want that boy to be on his butt for his first.
Man, it's crazy um how I'm trying to find a word. How crucial it is to have an offensive line. And how much having a great offensive line really does something for your team. We saw with even Joe Burrow, great
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, but that line got him hurt. He couldn't stay
Yep.
healthy because he kept on getting lit up.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to get better.
Yeah.
They're starting to piece by piece. They're starting to actually get a line for Burrow now. It's gonna be dangerous when they do.
Hey, man. Look, this whole AFC, the AFC North by itself is going to be a problem. But the whole AFC, man, I've
Yeah,
been having talks with us like, man, this is the first time where we will see this season where a team can go below 500 and still have an excellent season but just because you're almost playing a playoff game every single game in the AFC. Like there
yeah,
will be no game that's going to be easy. Like and it's going to be the losses will be good losses. It won't be that they got lucky or we had a bad day. It's like no, they were on top of their game. We were on top of our game. They were too. They were just better. We just lost. That was a good loss. We give it to them. Like I feel like that's going to be everywhere in the AFC. Like no AFC team is going to get swept in their division. I don't think. I think probably only maybe the Steelers might get swept because they ain't really got no way like that. But
there's certain teams like in the NFC, like for example, my Cowboys. We're gonna have a couple games on the schedule where it's like we should get that dub because we're playing in the NFC least. But like for example, y'all's division, good luck. You're gonna have 6 tough games right off the bat just for
bro,
being in the division that you're in.
and we could. It ain't gonna happen, but we could go 0-6 in all of them, and it still be a good season. It's like we just lost. They were just hey, it was a dog fight. They happened just to be better that game. But
So I'm really
yeah,
looking forward
man.
to see who we draft, man.
Huh?
I'm really looking forward to see who we draft because everything y'all said is true. Our
Man.
division is tough.
Bro. Could what y'all in the AFC East?
Man. Bro. I play the Raiders. We got to man, we gotta play everybody.
Bro, just like we played the Bengals. Just got beat in the Super Bowl. And they didn't have a good offensive line. They just shirked up their whole offensive line all by itself in free agency. And they're still not done. The Bengals are going to be a problem. I don't care what nobody say. The Bengals are going to be a problem. And I know I'm excited because the battle for Ohio it's going to be hype again. Like it's going to be top tier, which I'm trying to go to a game this year. But the Bengals going to be a problem. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, he didn't have the greatest season, and he was hurt. You know he's coming back with a vengeance, and it's a contract year too. He's going to be a problem. And then the Steelers. I mean, I say that the Steelers might be the only team that can get swept, but the Steelers they can be a problem, especially if they draft well, and if Malik Willis slips to them, yeah, this gonna be a problem. And I've been saying for a little while that Malik Willis is like not necessarily a poor man's, but he's like Deshaun Watson 2.0, I think. Which it might be a little bit much to say that, but if we're comparing him to anybody, I think he's somewhat like Deshaun Watson. I think we'll see that in the next year or two. So if the Steelers get him, yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. People sleep on his arm already. It's like
Man,
just because you have athleticism and you have mobility, don't mean that you can't throw. I don't understand
right,
these people.
man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. That makes you more dangerous. Like you don't have to sit there and be like if you can't run, you're very
Thank
limited as a
you,
quarterback. But
thank
if you
you.
can
I'm like,
run,
why you want a quarterback that could just only sit there and throw when?
This is not the 1990s. This is not the
right,
early 20s.
Thank
right,
you. I'm like,
2000s. Like
we've
Tom
seen
Brady
this
is
day and
gone.
age. You got to have a mobile quarterback.
right.
Peyton Manning is gone.
And Tom Brady, well,
Yeah,
we can't talk about
Tom's different.
Tom Brady is different. We can't talk.
Tom's
Tom Brady's
different.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady's he can only do what he does. Ooh,
Ahmad Gardner.
ooh wee. Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Uh-oh. The
I think the
NFC.
safe pick was the offensive lineman, but I like that. I like that pick.
I
I
like
like
that
that
pick.
pick.
And two, I'm not surprised because the head coach is defensive minded. So yeah,
He
I
did
like
his
that pick.
research.
Oh,
He did his
absolutely.
research.
Absolutely. Oh, that boy going to the Jets. Ooh. Hey,
Hey,
I like this. Hey, I did. This might be my favorite pick right now.
he's
I
got
ain't
he's
gonna
got
lie.
the he's got the best outfit and the best chain of the night, hands down.
Hey,
You
hands
said the
down.
best. I
Hands
missed it.
down.
That's why I was like trying to see it, bro.
Bro, he gonna be a problem, bro.
Got a giant
I wish
on
I
top.
I wish I had ice like him, straight up.
And he hit too, bro. Like he's like a Jalen Ramsey. Like definitely like a Jalen Ramsey. Cause Jalen gonna come up and light you up. Like he'll lock you down, but he'll light you up too. The
This next pick right here, I'm very interested in. I want to see.
Giants,
Yup.
bro. The Giants pick bad every year, bro. I'm like, y'all have back to back years in the draft. We have
Well,
back
I
to
hope that
back
shit
picks.
continues.
I
Oh,
hope it
me too.
continue too.
Me
I'm just
too.
saying, I definitely need it to continue. We need some people to slide to them back to back picks.
Hey, I like, hey, bro. So on Sauce, I would say if he can get his weight up to like 200, he's gonna be an issue. Like he will be Jalen Ramsey 2.0. If he can get his weight up, he will be Jalen Ramsey 2.0.
Well, all these up and coming corners, they're all watching Jalen Ramsey tape. Tell
Oh
you that.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Watching
I
tape is
mean,
one thing. Living up to it is another.
yo, Matt, they already got him at 190, so putting on 10 pounds. I know it's harder than it sounds, but
Yeah. But I mean, in
that,
the
that,
NFL, bro, in the NFL, like they just, I mean, that's kind of like college, but in the NFL they do it differently. And he can solely focus because now football is his job. He ain't got to worry about school. Like he's not thinking, oh, at this time I gotta go take this class. This class is no. You're in the NFL. I'm eating. I'm training. I'm doing what I do strictly for my job. He's gonna pick up 10 pounds, but before the season starts, I would say,
yeah, it's about adding that 10 pounds, but keeping that same speed.
yeah.
Yep. Everything's gonna be alright. The Giants is on the clock. I ain't stretching. I ain't never seen 7 years take so long in my life.
Man, boy, it's so hot, man. I'm about to go get some water, bro. I'm hot.
Hey, that's what I had to do too, man. I got hungry. I was like, hey, we gonna be sitting here a while. Ain't like I'm gonna miss my team's pick.
I told you, bro, it'd be
I'm gonna
taking
have to
10
break it
minutes
up,
per
boy.
pick sometimes.
Then they got the commercial breaks in there and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, y'all tripping.
40 minutes
Give us
into
some
the show, we
commercial
got
breaks
5
and
picks.
everything, man.
But it said 4 consecutive defensive players.
They paying bills, we paying bills. White and purple runs. High grade farms, man. You tap in, might as well get our commercials in out of the way.
You might as well.
While we sitting here, if anybody need a massage, tap in to Beyond Massage Therapist of the day is Latasha.
Hey,
514 North Porter, Norman, Oklahoma, 73071 45881 baby. Tap in.
hey, go ahead, Weber. Go ahead. With the plugs.
Hey, we might as well, bro.
Hey.
We waiting. Hey,
Shoot, put in all of them, boy.
man, you ain't never lied.
Bro,
yeah,
okay,
man.
so, oh my bad. What you about to say?
Go ahead. You got it.
I'm gonna say so. How y'all feel about Saquon, man? How y'all feel about Saquon Barkley?
He's not fully healthy. I think fully healthy, he's still a beast, but it's hard to stay healthy behind that line, straight up.
Man, I feel like with him just being with the Giants, I say, man, trade my guy. Like, I want to see him go somewhere else because the Giants ain't it. It's almost like the Giants are the old us, the old Browns. Like, you just not, like, it's not the place.
Yeah, I think he just
Like,
trying to get us out that thing. Kind of like AJ Green did.
Hey,
AJ Green when the balled out for Arizona.
bro, new scenery.
Well, anybody that's actually listening to the podcast, go tune in to Miss Peach's Place. Thankful Thursdays at Peach's Place right now on Podbean is going down. The pick is in, everybody. Let's get this thing.
For the New York Giants pick, I'm joined by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish kid.
That's what's up. So that boy happy. Go ahead, Blair.
He said, waiting for my moment.
Hey, go ahead. Hey, he lucky I ain't there. I'd have hyped him up, boy. I'd hype him up off that stage.
Do it though. Game. I'll be tagging the hood up, everything.
Let's go. Go ahead, get hyped.
Hey, that's how Sam's do it.
Who we got?
Let's go. Hey, we got a spot for you, Sam.
Right. It's like, hey, go ahead. Slay a chip, bro.
Slay a chip. We slide it in there. He pushed right out the way.
Hey, I would too. Shit, like, move, it's my moment.
I thought he was going to say fucking Giants.
Me too.
Damn it. Fuck.
Thibodeau.
Yeah, I got a problem. Oh.
I did not want to hear that. Fuck.
Hey,
man.
bro.
I did not want to hear that.
Bro, Kendrick, I feel like for y'all to be successful, y'all have to trade Zeke. Y'all have to let Tony Pollard be number one running back. And then y'all have to get like hey, bro. Hey, I love Zeke, bro. Like the fact that he came from the Ohio State. I love Zeke. But I feel like his time like in Dallas is just like it's just done. Like, and I feel like just for him being a running back, like his body is just tired. He needs new scenery.
That's the sad part about it, though, bro, is the fact that like the team did it to him. His first
3 years, bro, they ran
him, bro.
His first 3 years, they ran the shit out of him.
Hey, and that's what his body doing now. He's like, hey, bro, we can't eat no more. Man.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell by the way that dude walks around that he ain't right. Bro. I mean, we were just talking about Saquon, but Zeke is on another level when it comes to that. I mean, from the looks of last season, I haven't seen him recently, but from the looks of last season, he was never right.
Yeah. Yep.
Carolina Panthers is up next.
All right.
What you think they
need? So a quarterback, which is why I like They
not trading for Baker, bro.
I know, bro. Hey, bro. Hey. So I'm gonna say this too. there are a lot of teams that people are not talking about that need quarterbacks because they think they got them in free agency. Like for example, Marcus Mariota. Mariota is not trash. He's not trash, but he's not the future either. So I feel like Atlanta's still in the race for a quarterback. We all know that the Saints are in a race for a quarterback. Panthers, um, possibly the Giants. They have another pick. That's 4 teams right there, but it's only like 3 or 4 decent quarterbacks. So if there can be some teams that move up to get
Baker,
a quarterback and be like, hey, trade Baker, bro. Hey, call, bro.
Baker gonna get
Hey,
released,
make
bro.
them calls, bro. Huh?
Baker gonna get released, bro. Ain't nobody trying to get him. Everybody watches
Man,
him just like this, bro. They like, I don't know. I
man.
feel like anybody trade for him is like it's a sidestep. It's like you putting a band-aid on something to try to fix things. I mean,
I don't want to hear that, bro.
I love Baker. You know, playing the flag in Baker, OU. I just feel like maybe he did. I don't know, bro. Some people say it was his line, but then his running backs did too good for you to blame it on him.
Bro, his line, bro. We have a top 3 offensive line. It ain't got nothing to do with the line. It has everything to do with Baker.
That's what I'm saying. I just
Like,
feel like everybody
literally.
else know that too. So they sitting back saying the same thing in the room right now. Should we call for this? Is what they doing. They like Baker's still out there. Let's just see who we can get in the draft.
Hey, they are, bro.
Nah, I think if any team chooses to trade for Baker Mayfield, it's going to be to light a fire under their own quarterback's ass.
Absolutely.
But as far as Mariota, I think he's more of like a placeholder. Like he's going to be a serviceable starter, but any team that has a championship aspirations, they ain't starting Marcus Mariota at quarterback.
No. But
any team that has championship aspirations, they ain't starting Baker Mayfield at quarterback either.
No.
But I tend to agree with Sam that like if you're any other team in the NFL, you're looking at Baker and like nothing's really tempting you too much on that. But at the same time, the Browns are not in a bad spot because they don't have to put him on the field.
We don't. But see, so this is my only thing.
You paying him $18 million to be on the bench, though.
And that's the thing. Like,
and then they signed the quarterback too. They signed
Deshaun. Oh, you talking about outside of Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, I'm talking about the backup. Y'all already signed the
backup. Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, so
and Josh Dobbs. So yeah.
So if they don't find a suitor for him, they're just gonna release him and just eat that money.
Bro, and that's the only thing I didn't like. Like, I love that we were aggressive to get Deshaun Watson, but being that aggressive, there was a downfall to that. Realizing that, hey, we got Baker. He's not that guy who we thought they were. Oh, and this is nothing that people forget. Like, since we're on this topic, I want to get this out the way. People forget that the management that we have right now, head coach, GM, like everybody in there, they did not pick Baker. So they were never sold on Baker. Period. The only person that was a part of drafting Baker, I would say was the GM, Andrew Berry, but he wasn't GM. He was like the personnel guy, do other stuff. So he was like the only person. But again, the whole management, they did not pick Baker. So this is more of a and Baker said he feels disrespected. Okay, I understand he feels disrespected but the thing is that if this was like a relationship like if this is like a woman, you go after go after another woman when you have a good woman, it's stupid. Yes, it's disrespectful. But this ain't a relationship. This is business. If you're not doing your job as a quarterback, you're going to get replaced. We did what we did. Saw out. It said, well, first another thing people don't understand is that they management told Baker's agent that, hey, we're gonna go and do our due diligence, like any other good great team would do that's trying to do something. We're gonna do our due diligence. we're in pursuit of Baker. I mean, we're in pursuit of Deshaun Watson. They let him know that, and that's what happened. So for Baker to feel like he was disrespected, where it's like, bro, like you forget that one, you are replaceable. This is a business. If you're not doing your job, you will get replaced. It's that simple. But
Yeah. As far as him feeling disrespected, fuck that shit. He didn't perform, honestly. But as far as like them being too aggressive, I don't know if you could be too aggressive in that case because you know every team, like every single team, was gunning for
every
this.
team, everybody, the
So
Panthers.
it's like you kind of had to be as bold as the Browns were and say, hey, yo, even though we got Baker, yo, like we want you.
Right.
So you can't really fault them for how aggressive they were because Deshaun Watson is a league changing quarterback.
Right.
So
Like Deshaun Watson. The simple fact that he took like the year before he stopped playing, he was the passing yards leader with average receivers. The only elite receiver that he had was Brandon Cooks. I mean, he had Will Fuller, but outside of that, like he had average guys, and he made everything around him work.
just
And the
not to
fact that
mention the offensive line.
right, and the fact that the team did terrible. They went 4-12, yet he still led the league in passing yards. That's the quarterback.
Oh, they picked the offensive tackle.
Let's go.
They picked the big boy.
Ooh-wee. Oh, he gonna be fast. But that just means that Baker might be off, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quarterback ready team, but they ain't picked no quarterback. It's an excellent pick.
So that means the best available offensive lineman is that Alabama boy, Evan Neal now. I'm keeping my eye on that just in case, an offensive lineman slides down to us.
New York is back on.
What position did he play again?
Tackle. He a dog.
What college is that? North Carolina? No.
Oh, yeah, North Carolina.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, NC State, yeah. Man, the Giants only had to wait one pick, and they're back on the clock. Fuck
Man, they had right. Oh man, they back. So they got the offensive tackle. What you think they finna do now?
They might go quarterback. Because they said the Giants, because they said they're not picking up Daniel Jones' fifth-year option.
I hope they do pick a quarterback because they ain't got no one to protect him anyway, so I'm cool with that. I just don't want him to pick someone that can hurt us this year.
Man.
Because Thibodeau's going to be in Dak's face on year one.
Oh, yeah.
We are 53 minutes in and we only on pick 7, y'all. What's good, Twitter? Thank y'all. Hey, we lit. Oh, boy. My phone finna go dead before this drive is over with.
Hey, you got the charger, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my charger, bro. This thing is definitely not where it's at. Goodness gracious.
Giants pick is in.
Already.
Who they got?
Look my shit in too. Thanks for the reminder.
Hey, that boy suit clean, boy. I like that.
And so the Giants go back on the board now, and it's a good time for us to take a glance at Mel's best available players, which is brought to you
Giants have already made a selection of Kayvon Thibodeau. And so with the Giants on the clock, let's take a look at Mel's best available players. You have the safety out of Notre Dame, Kyle Dixon. You had another offensive tackle, Evan Neal. That's the direction we thought maybe the Giants would go earlier. We've not yet seen the wide receivers go off the board, Wilson and London. And so, Mel, you talked about packaging the two picks together, if you will. The
This is
Giants
pick number 7.
Yep.
Thibodeau, perhaps afraid that someone else would steal him, maybe knowing the offensive tackle they wanted.
Yeah, they might go tackle.
Yeah, I think they're going to pick the dude from Alabama,
Yeah.
Evan Neal.
I would. And give Daniel Jones one more pick. Hey, that's nothing too. I would give. Like, I'm glad we didn't pick up Baker's 5th-year option, but I would for us, if Daniel Jones was us, I would give him a 5th-year option. I think just to give him a chance with, like, I should give him an offensive line and give him a chance to do that.
Yeah, my thing is, if you weren't going to give him a shot, you should have got rid of him a while ago because you've already been giving him due chances.
But I honestly don't know why they picked him that high though either. When they did, like I didn't think he was a top 5 quarterback.
I agree with you 100%. I was real shocked at that one.
But then again, the Giants being the Giants.
With the 7th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Evan Neal.
Yep.
But they're doing all right this year.
Hey, they smart. Boy, smart.
I don't know if they're smart, but they're doing all right this year.
Hey, that was
What college you come from?
Alabama. ATL. It's quarterback. So Atlanta and Seattle quarterback needy teams. They're gonna see what they're gonna do.
I think they're going to pick the dude from OSU.
Receiver, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, because they don't have Ridley, so.
Yeah. Well, no, they still got him though, don't they? Because he didn't get traded, or is he still suspended?
He's suspended, yeah.
Oh, still? Dang. I thought it was like a 1-year suspension.
It's interesting, though, because there's a lot of offensive tackles this year.
Man. I'm feeling like we should have waited to draft the left tackle because our left tackle ain't it.
Man. You wouldn't like they ain't even sacked the commissioner.
Man.
Man.
Yeah, he was ready, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I noticed too in the NFL. The more SEC players that you have, the better off your team probably gonna be. Which is not surprising, but you just know you'll have more success as a player because like they're more NFL ready than any other conference.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't surprised to see dude from Georgia go number 1. I was like, that does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
If you get a dude from Georgia that's a 3-year, 4-year vet from Georgia or Alabama, you know they're ready to play.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is perfect in that regard, and they got after you as far as rushing the passer. And the Davis Strahan and Osi and those guys. And that's what they need. And Louis, I think you always said sleep with this. How are we going to feel about you? Front to back, inside out. And if we're not even check and see if they get up.
Who's on the clock right now?
Atlanta.
A defensive man and an offensive lineman. We're going to build it up front, getting value, getting best player on the board.
Who they got doing the commentary? Is that Lou Riddick?
Yeah, Lou and I stay forgetting his name.
I'm surprised Lou hasn't gotten a job with the NFL team yet.
Oh yeah. I know that last year he was trying to.
No, he's been trying to, but I'm surprised that nobody's hired him because, I mean, his resume is out there on TV every single day.
Every single day. Every single day.
Like, he doesn't even have to submit a resume. He's just like,
Right.
yo,
Hey. Falcons pick us in. Pick number 8. You said.
The Falcons received a third-round pick this year for their longtime stand-up quarterback, and they really struggled to find production at the receiver position last year, particularly with the circumstances.
Dang. Yeah, they definitely going up here at Wilson.
This entire season. Kyle Pitts, who they took at number 4 overall last year, by far their most productive weapon. Now, very quickly, what do you expect to see here as we wait?
While we sitting here playing, I might as well go ahead and jump on this Madden then.
Who you playing with on Madden?
I'm playing the Chiefs franchise right now. We're playing against the Chargers. I forgot which week this is. I got the updated rosters on, so Tariq.
Oh, y'all finna run to that defense. That Chargers defense. Khalil Mack. Everybody forget about Derwin James too. Before he got hurt. That was a good pick.
They did pick a receiver.
That's a good pick. So now they're going all big targets, which is smart. They got Kyle Pitts. Now him. Dang, he's the first receiver off. Oof. He not hyped though. I don't like that. He not hyped.
Oh, man, this is supposed to happen.
He ain't hype about playing for Atlanta. That's why.
Right. I wouldn't either.
Like, man, who the heck throwing it to me?
But that's the thing with him, like with a big target, you don't have to be a good quarterback. You just throw that mug up.
He said, "Who's going?" He's like, "Who's going to take the pressure off of me?" Kyle Pitts and shit. That's it.
That part.
That's disrespectful. Man, rest in peace to Vincent Jackson, man.
I forgot. It's sad, man. Forgot about this.
Bro, him, Demaryius Thomas. Bro, that one threw me off, bro.
Yeah, Demaryius Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That threw me all the way off. Seattle's on the board. Don't go quarterback. I think they're gonna go Malik Willis. They got to. Yeah, I think Seattle gonna go Malik Willis to get something similar to to go get something similar to Russell Wilson.
If I was them, I would pick Willis, but I don't think they are. I think they're actually going to pick I think they're going to pick someone to protect Locke because I think they like Locke.
Oof.
But I think it's one or the other. Either they like Locke or they're going to pick Willis.
Yeah.
In 2015, now Drake London goes number 8 overall. We continue in just a moment, becoming fast and furious in Vegas. It's the draft on ESPN.
I ain't not taking no commercials.
Yeah, they do.
While they taking commercials, we gonna take commercials as well. This Saturday, we got a Warriors Working for Jesus Ministry outreach in Oklahoma City. Yes, we do. If you want to chip in and tap into the Warriors Work for Jesus Ministry, the information is definitely scrolling at the bottom of the screen. We're going to be out there in Northwest Oklahoma City giving out hot meals, food, clothing, good energy to our outside neighbors. So, yeah, it's lit. Let me give you the word of the day for those who don't know what an outside neighbor is. Someone that is homeless. We decided to give them a different name. Make them feel like they are a person, even though they're living below the means. Going through bad times. It will get better. It can get better.
Absolutely. And shout out to T for doing that, man, because you got to have heart to do that. That's tough.
That part.
That's tough.
Hey, fellas.
Yep.
It's about your food. It has spray-on flavor and powdered meat. It's time for fresh food that belongs in the fridge next to our food. Now, who's hungry? Fresh Pet. Great news for
What other commercials do I got while I'm doing this? It's Thankful Thursdays. Miss Peach's Place just went off. I know that they sitting back. If y'all want to tap into my guy Kendrick Sports, there he is. There's the information right there. Scroll up.
Yeah.
Yep, tap all the way in. Show my guy some love. Got his banner up there at the top. Kendrick Sports Talk. Grand Canyon's #1 sports podcast.
Get free Samsung Galaxy S22 when they trade in a Galaxy. Any year, any condition.
Oh, I get it. So you can take your old phone that you've had for 12 years and loved every minute of and
You
trade it
already
in
know
for
who Matty is right there from San Matt Talk. Logo
good
popped
immediate
up there.
success. Even though you'll never forget your old
Yeah,
phone.
this is a slay and chill function, man. We just having a good time on this draft day.
Get a free
Yeah,
Samsung
Everybody Day by Raquel Rogers.
phone.
Like this at the bottom. Lemon balm reduces stress and anxiety, promotes sleep, improves appetite, and ease pain and discomfort from indigestion.
Stacking pain coins to a
Tap in, tap all the way in. Go give us some love, give her a follow. Hattie'sHolisticHealing.net is the website. Hattie's Holistic Healing on Instagram. Hattie's Holistic on Twitter. Give her some love. Tell her that the Arthur sent. Chief Slaying Chill Networks herbalist. Paying these bills right now.
Seahawks pick is in.
This is number 8?
9.
The first round of the National Football League draft on ESPN. We're in Las Vegas. The picks have come quickly tonight. We've already
Who did you say was on the clock right now, man?
Seahawks.
That's his name. Seattle.
From Denver, the trade for their longtime star quarterback, Russell Wilson. We began the evening talking about star players changing places, and perhaps the biggest name of them all was Russell Wilson, which many people perceive this, Lewis, to be the sign that the Seahawks are going into a full rebuild. But their coach, Pete Carroll, has suggested he doesn't see it that way at all, and so some work to do tonight beginning at number 9.
Yeah, the Giants doing good. I really hope Malik Willis does not fall to the Steelers. I really hope he don't.
defensive players remaining on the board. The receivers still sitting there, not convinced that's a position of need for Seattle. We'll find out. It's the beginning of a new era for the Seahawks, and here's their first selection of this year's draft.
With the 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross.
See, they're like lock.
But hey, yep. Hey, these trades for this quarterback for Baker looking a little bit more possible. It's gonna happen.
Where did he come from? Where he from?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
That's a big old boy. Just back on the clock.
Who's on the clock now? The Jets again?
Just again.
Like he said, got multiple teams with 2 picks.
Hey, Jets might go. I'm gonna say they're gonna go receiver. I think I'm gonna add more weapons for Zach Wilson. Possibly Garrett Wilson. I won't be surprised if they go Garrett Wilson.
Now the Seahawks have the highest pressure percentage in the NFL last season, so this clearly was an area of need. This was the last of the 3 big tackles, if you will, and Seattle grabs him at 9.
Yeah, the improvement is a run blocker. I think you'll see it once he's in the league because they have the attitude of the approach. They ran it fewer times than anybody in college football. So he's a pass blocker supreme, run blocking, getting to that second level, making contact. Doing those things, he'll work on that. He'll be fine. But certainly, I don't think Seattle expected Charles Cross necessarily to be there. The left tackle with that skill set. Drew Lock, it seems like guys, they have confidence in him moving forward. We'll see. They may have both been better coming out of college. Everybody else did. He was part of that trade. He wasn't considered a throw-in. It's a guy they feel more comfortable with at quarterback than maybe a lot of people believe.
I think the Jets got to go receiver or defense here.
I'll say either they'll go safety or Garrett Wilson. Safety or receiver. Because Zach needs help at receiver. He ain't got no. Like he has Elijah Moore, but he ain't got nobody else. And they couldn't really do nothing.
Well, Hamilton would be a good pick, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To get that defense. Hey, it'll be another defensive thing, which I won't be surprised if they do.
That would be nice to pick, the top 2 of the top DBs in the draft.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think I would. I'd be like, hey, Zach, hey, we'll get you somebody. We'll get you a receiver. We're gonna shore up this defense, though.
Yeah.
Trade movement here. This is a pick that they got for Jamal Adams. They're reaping the benefits of that deal with Seattle as that continues on. Again, the Seahawks had moved up in their deal with Denver for Russell Wilson. But so here are the Jets trying to build an offense now around a young quarterback where they took number 2 overall last year, Mel. So let's go to you. The ways that you build an offense.
They got their pick.
These picks starting to go a little quicker, right?
Going quick.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you.
I would think the Garrett Wilson, Ohio State, if you want to wait.
I was going to say my phone's starting to die.
See, where's the Alabama wide receiver who would have been in the top 5, probably top 7 at worst? Now you not have that ACL in a national title game against Georgia.
So the Jets don't pick again after this until round 2, pick 3.
Do they go for Jameson? Do they take Garrett Wilson with a body control, run under 4.4, and a heck of a season for Ohio State for C.J. Stroud? Jermaine Johnson, the second pass rushers on the board, which already went starting to be a double up on defense. Do you help out Zach Wilson? I got to believe they help Zach.
Yeah, I think we're going to help Zach out.
Wilson or Jameson.
Have y'all heard much about Jermaine Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I think it's because he plays for Florida State, to be honest. He's probably a lot better than we think just because he plays for Florida State.
Is it okay for you to wait, or do you want someone who right now in the offseason figured to work with your second-year quarterback, develop that rapport, and hit the ground running in September. If I'm the Jets right now, that's probably what I want. Because I don't want to waste any time with Zach Wilson as far as him not being able to work with this guy.
I think the best receiver in the draft is Jameson Williams, but he's hurt. If not him, Garrett Wilson is.
Jameson Williams is not the best receiver.
There has been so much trade speculation around the Jets. The name Deebo Samuel has been kicked about. This was the pick.
What was the strain of the day, Sam?
It was Tropicana cookies.
Tropicana cookies.
Mm-hmm.
The 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson.
Yep. They say we about to get that man some weapons. Ooh-wee. Bro, hey, this is the one question I got, though. Why is this man rocking pearls?
Hey, man, let him do his thing.
Why? Who? Garrett Wilson?
This man's rocking. I never seen that.
Hey, you trying to be different.
Oh, it's different. Oh, they comparing to Lynn Swan? That's a strong comparison. Hey, Garrett Wilson is that dude, though.
Like you said, that's a strong comparison.
That's a strong comparison because Lynn Swan did stuff like that, too.
Right off tops.
Ooh. He catch everything, boy. And this dude's
I really hope Washington does not pick Kyle Hamilton right now.
I feel like they will.
If they're smart, they will. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. They will. Oh.
See, like the thing about that is like take like a Sean Taylor. I hated playing against him, but he's one of my favorite players to watch. But
all time, Sean Taylor was my all-time favorite player.
Just the fact that he played for Washington, it was like, damn, why you got to play for them? But you got to respect it, man.
Got to.
So if they got Kyle Hamilton, I'll probably get flashbacks of shit like that.
The Ohio State, baby. Let's go. Hey, oh, they traded. Washington traded to the Saints. Who they finna? Oh, hey, Malik Willis. Malik Willis is moving up. This is a Malik Willis pick. This is a Malik Willis pick. I will almost guarantee it right here on this podcast. Malik Willis is going to the Saints. Ain't no way he's not going to
The Saints moved up to 11?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just traded with Washington.
And now they take the receiver Garrett Wilson. The Washington Commanders are on the clock, and the draft continues in just a moment on ESPN.
Yeah, the Jets is showing out, boy.
Oh, I'm fast charging now. We're good to go.
Right, same here. LinkedIn.
The struggle is real out here in Grand Canyon, y'all.
With like the Wi-Fi and everything.
With the Wi-Fi, trying to keep my phone charged, you know, all my shit set up.
What phone you got?
I got a Samsung. It's just I got it when it first came out. It's the S10.
Okay.
You know how batteries are on cell phones, bro. Like after a couple of years, that shit's dying real quick.
And like I just upgraded my phone to the 12. I had a 6. I had it for like 4 or 5 years. No, about 5 years. I had the 6. Boy, everything just going bad, bro.
You were feeling brand new after that, though.
Oh, bro, what? Boy, hey, I got this 12. You don't like tell me nothing, bro. Hey, I love this phone, bro.
He's on iOS 4.
He said you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing, bro.
He said, "I got a new phone. I got my new update. Fuck it."
Hey,
Yeah,
exactly.
he couldn't even update his apps for a long time. He's been running on Twitter like the last Twitter like days.
Hey, bro.
No updates.
Hey, Sam. Hey, no lie, bro. With the pics that I took at the camp
Yeah.
at the tryout.
Yeah.
Hey, when I see you post, I'm like, that's some quality pictures right there, bro. I couldn't do that on the 6th.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Hell yeah. Any of the new generation phones, they got ridiculous fucking cameras.
Man, for real, better than a camera.
Man. And I got this charge you can just hook up. I love the magnetic on this. Like I don't have to, because I'm so used to having a battery case on my phone, but it makes it heavy and all that other stuff. But now I got this hard case, you can just take it off, put it on just to let it charge. I love this, bro. I love this thing. Again, it can't tell me nothing.
If you're loving the NFL draft on ESPN,
Man, playing Madden Chargers definitely not playing, boy. They not going away. 14-10. I got the lead, but they got the ball and they pushing, boy. Minute 58 left. I'm trying to hold them. This defense. We gotta draft somebody, man.
You simming through it, or you actually like playing it?
I'm playing right now. I mean, I'm doing like the key of moments.
Oh, okay.
I should have played the whole game knowing how long this damn draft is.
Like, boy, you can get 2, 3, 4, 5 games in watching this draft.
Yo, don't say I didn't warn y'all. I did say this is gonna take forever.
Hey, which is why I said, hey, send the link to my laptop, so I'm not gonna be on my phone. Saints pick us in.
That's gonna be the next part of my level up is getting one of them webcams so I can have my cell phone in my hand and then just be on webcam on my laptop.
Hey. Have you been looking? Have you been on like Amazon? Amazon got some cool little deals.
Yeah, just like an external webcam, right?
Yep. You get them for like 10, 15, 20. You get some good quality.
All right, Matt. Let's see if they pick Malik.
I sure hope they do.
Outstanding all-around safety and Kyle Hamilton obviously is going to go somewhere in this general area. I had heard they were interested in the tackle Charles Cross.
But that man Sam's on them, boy. Hey, they getting you like that, bro?
On in, bro. They be like that, bro.
Well, they getting you like that.
He's like, I'm gonna get 2 episodes in one. I'm gonna do Madden and chill and draft and chill.
Hey, man.
You ain't never lied. I ain't telling no lies. For real, boy. I am not playing no games. Man, grinding to be the best that I can be. That's all that I can do, brother.
That boy, the CEO of the year.
Grinding.
Yeah.
Get it all in one episode.
He had multiple outfits already.
Yeah. Hey, and change them quick, boy.
Quick.
With a quickness.
Quick.
Who we got?
I am live on Twitch right now, so thank everybody that's tuning in on Twitch, watching us play. Grinding.
Man, nobody care about that, bro. Put the pig on.
I know, man, you doing all that talking. I'm like, boy, you don't just shut up.
Joining me are Chargers and Chiefs season ticket members Jay Debo and Moose Phil.
How the heck did you just hold it like that, bro? Come on, man.
Also here is Pro Football Hall of Famer Tony.
Trying to treat the draft like the Grammys right now.
Yeah.
Man.
Congratulations, Tony. Thanks, Roger. How's everybody doing?
Oh
Favorite
shit!
tight end of all time, right there.
Be helping me make this announcement for the Prime Video, which will be airing on week 2.
Boy, you ain't even drafted for your team, boy. Shut up.
Los Angeles running back Austin Eckler. Huh? And I guess you can tell probably it's no surprise. The first game that we're going to kick it off is going to be on the Arrowhead on Thursday night against the Chargers.
Man, Tony, if you don't get this pick in, dude.
If you want my opinion about this game,
Hey.
whoever last is going to win this game. At least the way it's always seemed. Talk to the fans, tell what you think.
Look, it doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Thursday night football. You got two high-powered teams battling it out. It's going to be epic. It's going to be an amazing thing. Even if you don't rock with the Chargers are cheap, I know you got me on your fantasy team, so there's no point in not watching. It's going to be awesome.
I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to it. This rivalry goes back 62 years. You're not going to see
Chargers gonna be slept on this year. Automatic.
Oh, definitely.
So we're going to see you there September 15th.
Like the fact that they got their defense short up with Khalil Mack, like that defense is gonna be a top 3 defense.
Yeah, I mean they're automatically underrated because of that division that they play in. Everybody just kind of overlooks them, but it's gonna be even worse this year.
Bro, I'm telling you, the whole AFC, bro. The AFC is a problem.
They gotta take their pretty time on this one.
Man.
I ain't watching no football this year. This like this. Look at the time.
Oh wow, they traded up for Olave. Wow.
Hey, back to back, baby. The Ohio State, let's go.
What's his name?
Ooh. Chris Olave. Man, let's go. Damn, why I ain't getting Malik Willis though, bro?
They traded up for Olave. That's surprising to me.
It really is. They don't have him. Well, they got Jameis.
Okay.
Oh, they got
Man,
Joe.
I think teams are scared of to pick Williams because of that injury.
They did. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Vikings just traded to the Lions traded to the Vikings. Dang, bro. That's what 2 picks or 2 trades already.
So the Vikings traded up to get the 12.
Oh no, my bad. Detroit traded up.
Okay, so that's why Detroit has the 12.
Hey, this might be Malik Willis pick.
How you spell his last name, bro?
Olave. Hey, y'all think Michael Thomas gonna come back?
Mike Thomas? Yeah.
He can't stay healthy, and he don't have.
He's doing it because his team suck.
Probably. They still suck until they get a quarterback.
Simple ball dropping. Chiefs, Browns, and Cowboys. Debo trade right. Hey, he said Debo trade right here. Simple ball dropping. Thank you for tuning in, bro.
Yep. Lions pick is in. I'm saying Malik Willis. I'm definitely saying Malik Willis for this one.
Who is this? The Vikings, but who traded it? The Vikings?
Lions traded up for the Vikings. Gotta be that quarterback, baby. Cause Jared Goff ain't it. Hey, better not say Kenny Pickett.
It's either Hamilton or quarterback.
I would say I would go quarterback if I was Detroit.
I don't know how long Hamilton's going to stay up there because he's too good.
Not long. It's too good, yeah. Like honestly, who did Houston pick their first pick? Who did they get?
Houston picked third. They picked Stingley Jr.
Hey, they might go defense. They might stick with defense because I don't think Houston's gonna go quarterback because they got David Mills. I think David Mills is underrated. I think he's underrated as a quarterback.
That's a hot take, actually. That's a hot
Hey,
take.
yeah,
I
that's
see what
easy.
you're saying because we really haven't seen what he's capable of with the line and with weapons and stuff like that. But just it's hard to be high on him. So that's a hot take right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's lines are going quarterback. I hope it's Malik Willis so he don't fall to the Steelers. I'm feeling like you, bro. I feel like you when they just picked who they pick Kayvon? The Giants pick Kayvon?
Yeah,
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 yeah. I'm feeling like you right now. Like I hope Malik Willis don't fall to the Steelers.
Yeah, definitely
yeah.
need him to be.
It's rough when your rival has a good pick. It's like, damn,
Man, it's like, bro.
Man, we be talking a lot. Well, who pick?
Bro, right.
I
Dang,
mean,
bro. So they got the 36. Oh, okay. I don't think that was a good pick. That was a dumb trade. Why would y'all do that?
We've seen a run on wide receivers. Could we see the first quarterback off the board here? We'll find out now.
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 12th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jamison Williams.
Oh my gosh, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, come on.
Who's wide receiver?
Hey, he mad. Hey, that boy mad, bro. He said, bro, I ain't got nobody to throw it to me, bro.
he has to recover from injury and he has to play.
Hey, that's a terrible quarterback, bro. Hey, I've been hollering. Hey, bro, trade me. I ain't going to Detroit, bro.
He said already, bro. I ain't got
Dang, bro, I'd be pissed, bro.
Ah, shit, Matt, you passed that feeling right back to me because now look who's on the clock. God damn.
Philly, who they need? They need a receiver.
He's on the clock now.
They need a receiver, but luckily a lot of the good ones got taken. So
They did. Hey, but that's crazy. Hey, no, hey, not all of them. Hey,
No.
everybody's sleeping on Treylon Burks. I feel like Treylon Burks would have been a number 3 receiver.
No, you're right.
6'3", and he big.
I'm hoping that Mechie falls to the second round. I'm really hoping.
Hey, if Messi falls to the second round, I would even say we need to go get him.
I'm hoping we can go and get him. But if he does fall, though, I'm sure a lot of teams are going to be, gonna get him.
Yeah, bro. So talk about the Cowboys, bro. I feel like y'all have all the weapons that y'all need, but either CD or Michael Gallup gonna have to be number 1 receiver because either one of them can be number 1 receiver. But I feel like CD is more dynamic. Michael Gallup is more of a possession guy, but he's that get up and he's a 50-50 guy. Like his catching rate is stupid. Like Michael Gallup is I won't say he's underrated as a receiver, but he's not respected as much as like one of those guys. But he is one of those guys. But I think this.
No, I feel like Michael Gallup is that dude. It's just the thing that scares me is the injury. Like you gave a dude, pretty much all your trust that he's going to be a real solid number 2. Because at bare minimum, he has to be a real solid number 2. And you pretty much gave him all this money, not even knowing how good he's going to come back from injury. But knowing him, he'll probably come back just as good because he's a gritty dude. But it's just a lot to ask, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree.
But we're gonna need solid tight end play. We're still gonna need that running back duo. We can't be relying on one dude to carry the whole load.
Yeah, but making Tony Pollard number one, like y'all have to, bro. Like for y'all to thrive, y'all have to make Tony Pollard number one running back and bring in Zeke as like the third down back. But like y'all
Well,
have
if you look at the usage, they were using Tony Pollard really smart. So I think if they just continue doing what they were doing with that, I mean, the Cooper loss obviously is going to be huge, but we'll see what happens with wide receiver core after Lamb. And Lamb's obviously going to get better. He's going to grow going into this year. And then we'll see what happens after Gallup.
Yeah.
Noah Brown is not that dude, so
nah.
We'll have to see what happens there.
Yeah. But again, man, y'all have a lot of weapons. Like y'all have
so much that they gonna do though, bro. Like I don't think that Dak is the guy.
I think I think he is, but I think with him, I just kind of same thing with Baker. But no, I'm not comparing him, but like because Dak is an elite quarterback. I think Dak is an elite quarterback because he can do both. He can throw, he can run. But I feel like when you have too many weapons, you can't like. There's only so much you can do. But I think at the same time, like, I feel like when you have too many weapons, you underutilize your actual like playmakers, which again with Dallas, which is why I say Tony Pollard has to like y'all have to use Tony Pollard more. Like he has to be y'all number one guy. First down, second down, bring in Zeke as a third down guy. But the fact that Tony Pollard is that catch running back, he gonna shake you up. He gonna run you up. Like Tony Pollard is underrated. And then now that y'all have a smaller receiver group, like y'all can utilize CD more. Y'all can utilize when he's healthy, Michael Gallup more. But I think y'all have to utilize at least Tony Pollard more if y'all gonna thrive. And then just like in this draft, I would go straight defense. Honestly, I wouldn't even touch offense. Like y'all don't need anybody on offense unless like an offensive line, probably offensive line. But outside of that, I'll screw everything up with defense.
Yeah, I mean, we did that recently with taking Diggs.
Yeah,
that did us some good. But I like if a real good offensive player falls to 24, I could see him taking them. But other than that, I really do see him taking like a edge rusher or something like to make up for the loss of Gregory. But that's my hope. Also, as a fan, that's also speaking with a little bit of emotion. So,
hey.
Everybody, I just thank y'all for tuning in to another Slam Chill Function. This is probably the first and the last NFL draft show that we ever do because I didn't know it was going to be this long. I didn't know it was going to be this long. I swear.
Hey, bro.
ADD tripping out, boy. ADD tripping, boy. I'm like, bro, I ain't going to sit here. My team draft the last 2 picks of the draft. I'm like, bro, I just sit back listening to everybody else's squad.
Hey, honestly, bro, that's why I was like, man, we should do tomorrow instead of today. Because tomorrow, rounds 2 and 3, they be going through it. Cause, like everybody know like what they trying to do.
I'm sitting there now, boy. Like, yep. I'm like, they're gonna be mad at me when I call this one short. I'm like, yep, we're gonna call this one. I got my kids today, y'all.
Split this bitch up into like 6 episodes.
Man,
I'm like, bro, this is definitely not the Lemur approach.
We covered so many topics.
Bro.
You ain't never lied on that, man. You might have to. I'm being patient as I can, Junior. I'm like, whenever y'all ready.
Oh shoot, I didn't even know. So we got somebody from Tulsa. That's in the draft, or potentially gonna be in the draft right now. Dak Hill from Michigan.
Come on, man. The pick is in. Who they select? Give him a few more picks. Man. I think I'm not going to daddy do this now. We got like big trash day, and I looked up and my wife was out there moving stuff. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, moving stuff."
The Eagles got 13 and 18. That's gonna fuck me up.
And in the draft, where we do believe there will be quite a few other receivers taken. They were not quite on the level of Williams, but we're talking about maybe 7 going in the first round and maybe 7 more in round number 2. So that might have been an overly aggressive move by the Lions. We'll wait and see. In the
That's the
meantime,
downfall of winning the division. Like you get to watch all your rivals pick before you.
Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame, we'll see if his name gets called here. The fans are singing along to Neil Benny's Sweet Caroline, and I see a procession of young people making their way on the stage, joining the Commissioner Roger Goodell for a celebration here in Las Vegas, where the enthusiasm level is extraordinarily high. The Commissioner making his way to the podium. Again, the Eagles moving up a few spots to select here at number 13. And here's Commissioner Goodell. Ready to go.
Joining me for the Eagles are 6 high school tackle and flag football
It's not
captains
bedtime, Dad. I gotta go ahead and put y'all to bed.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He said, "Yo, what?" I?
They truly exemplify the NFL's values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments, and good luck on the upcoming season. The Houston Texans have traded the 13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis.
Ooh, y'all in trouble, bro.
It's a good
Y'all,
pick too.
hey, I'm so glad he's not coming to the AFC. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so glad he ain't coming to the AFC, bro.
These teams are making smart picks, man.
They making some excellent picks right now.
Man, Jordan Davis, man, he's gonna be an issue.
Bro, he a monster, bro. He's 6'4", 300, ran 4.5. What he run 4.5? 6'6". My God, bro.
6'6", 340.
And he ran 4.5, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If he coming after me, bro, I'm falling. Cause hey, it's like 2 tons falling on you. Like, hey, he gonna catch me. If he coming straight, like, hey, I'm falling, bro. Hey,
Go for the slide.
bro, slide. I'm doing some. I'm going to the ground, or I'm diving out of bounds, bro. He ain't gonna hit me. He ain't gonna hit me.
Never lie, bro. I did me.
Think I'll never play football again, bro.
Hey, why'd you run out of bounds? Oh, I saw Jordan Davis.
Hey, bro, what? Hey, yeah, like this is hard to be like a David and Goliath situation. Like, nah, bro, this ain't it.
That part.
Boy, you gotta pick your battles. This one,
That's a good one not to pick.
this is a good one not to pick. Anybody else, I'm going with it. But if this man can hurt me legally, nah.
Yo, speaking of that, Aaron Donald was on one at that parade, man. He was feeling himself. That shit was so funny. He was all juiced up. He was feeling warm off that alcohol. He was like,
Hey,
For real. Hey, y'all, this is a record high episode for Sam. Y'all know me, boy. I'm less is more approach on this one, man. So thank y'all for rocking for an hour and 44 minutes. I'm just trying to get to the. I'm trying to get to your pick. As soon as I get to your pick, I don't care about mine. I'll tune in. Y'all see me on Twitter talking about it. This is forever, ever. I should have known it's gonna be super long knowing how long the football games is.
My pick is still 11 picks away. Damn.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all, we might have to call the wraps on this one, man. Kids is coming. Yep, I'm using the
Oh,
daddy card, y'all. Hey,
hey,
daddy card is being used. Come and roll for the camera. Come and say hi to everybody. So they know that I'm not lying, saying I got to go put kids to sleep. Hey,
what up,
guys.
Marty?
Tell them thank you for. Say hey, Marley.
What up?
Princess, look at go on, girl, with your little model pose, hand wave on. Go on, girl, get out
Hey,
there.
go ahead.
AJ, go ahead and show some love. Say Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
Dog pound.
Man. Hey, y'all go ahead and shout y'all stuff out, man, so we can jump up out here. AK eyes look glossy, too. Yeah, we finna get it's nap time, y'all.
I took a dab when I went off camera.
Oh, see, that's some bullshit right there. You should have told me. I would have lit up, too. Hey, this I took a nap. No wonder his eyes. Hey, you should look like a
Hey, glossy.
now.
Your mind glossy.
I got to want to stay a little bit longer, but no, hey, thank you all for tuning in to Slay and Chill, man. I'm Sam. That's Matt. That's AK. Go ahead and talk y'all talk, man.
Hey, y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram at Matt Wicks Jr.
I'm on all social medias at Kendrick Sports Talk. And that's where you find my podcast, streaming on all platforms, Kendrick Sports Talk Podcast.
Yep, you can definitely tap in, man. We are definitely growing. Sam didn't know Sam got ADHD, y'all. Sam wasn't prepared for this episode. He didn't know it was gonna be this long on these picks, and I didn't realize that my team. I should have been better at this. My team got the last 2 picks of the round, so we out. Y'all gonna find me on Twitter. Archer Almighty, and I'm gonna definitely tap in and be talking about what's going on. But
Hey,
thank
send me
y'all
that
for
link,
tuning
bro.
in. This
Send
is
me that
Record
link.
Breaking
Send me
episode right here. Will do. I will talk to y'all soon, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for
Peace.
coming get out, man.